Hello, I'm reading from Trouble in Mind, Black Southerners in the Age of Jim Crow, Leon Litzwick. I was making videos using a video editor, but it started getting glitchy and janky, so I'm going back to just reading. Now, before I read this, I want to say that this is going to be very violent, very disturbing. If you can't take disturbing imagery, it's going to be about a lynching. Just cut this video off now. But if you want to see where this violence and this comes from, then keep listening. Sam Jose aspired to be something more than a black laborer in rural Georgia. He learned to read and write, and he impressed people as a bright and able person, needing to support a nearly invalid mother and a mentally retarded brother. He would have little time to pursue a formal education. He set out for Atlanta in 1898, but settled for a job in nearby Coweta County, where he worked for a planter, Alfred Cranford. Early in April 1899, he asked his employer for an advance in pay. Some reported he had tried to collect wages already owed him, and for permission to visit his ill mother. The planter refused, precipitating a harsh exchange of words. On the following day, while Jose was chopping wood, Cranford resumed the argument, this time drawing his pistol and threatening to kill Jose. In self-defense, Jose flung the axe, striking Cranford in the head and killing him instantly. A frightened Jose fled to his mother's cabin. Within 2 days, newspapers reported an altogether different version. Cranford had been eating dinner when Jose, a monster in human form, sneaked up on him and buried the axe in his skull, at the same time kicking him repeatedly in the head. After pillaging the house, he dragged Miss Cranford into the room where her husband lay dying, within arm's reach of where the brains were oozing out of her husband's head. Jose was said to have raped Miss Cranford repeatedly. Newspapers also dutifully reported that Jose suffered from syphilis, for which his employer was having him treated. Before leaving the house, Jose is alleged to have said, "Now I am through with my work. Let them kill me if they can." Here's where the violent and disturbing part comes in. So you can leave now if you can't take it. No judgment. If versions of Cranford's death varied, the story of Sam Jose's fate did not. Some 2,000 men and women witnessed it on Sunday afternoon, April 29th, 1899. So it took a year. It's that same year, 1899. So early April's when it happened. April 23rd, 1899 is when they killed him. Near Newman, Georgia, some of them arriving from Atlanta on a special excursion train. After stripping Jose of his clothes and chaining him to a tree, the self-appointed executioners stacked kerosene-soaked wood high around him. Before saturating Jose with oil and applying the torch, they cut off his ears, fingers, and genitals and skinned his face. While some in the crowd plunged knives into the victim's flesh, others watched with unfeigned satisfaction. As one reporter noted, the contortions of Sam Jose's body as the flames rose distorted his features, causing his eyes to bulge out of their sockets and rupturing his veins. When in Jose's agony he almost managed to unloosen his bond, the executioners quenched the flames, retied him, and applied more oil to the body before relighting the fire. Such suffering, reported one newspaper, has seldom been witnessed. The only sound that came from the victim's lips, even as his blood sizzled in the fire, were, "Oh my God, oh Jesus." Before Jose's body had even cooled, his heart and liver were removed and cut into several pieces, and his bones were crushed into small particles. The crowd fought over these souvenirs, and the more fortunate possessors made some handsome profits on the sales. Small pieces of bones went for 25 cents, and a piece of the liver crisply cooked, sold for 10 cents. Shortly after the lynching, one of the participants reportedly left for the state capitol, hoping to deliver to the governor of Georgia a slice of Sam Jose's heart. And that's the way it is. That's the way it was. And I hope that's not the way it will always be. But right now, it seems to be just we're in drift, and things are just continuing as they were. I always thought that this kind of life wasn't sustainable, but I'm 51, gonna be 52, and it's still happening. So I was wrong. Until next time, please take care, be safe.